materials and it prevents spoilage. But if you don't dry properly, guess what? Moisture content will be high, and then microbial growth, aspergillus and all that can grow, and then before you know it, your product is already spoiled and you can't use it. And by the time you even use it, your customer might come down complaining of one discomfort or the other that they experience through your product. Okay, so quality control also cannot be overemphasized. Adhering to food safety standard is also important. Okay, so throughout the entire process chain, it is critical to adhere to strict food standards to prevent contamination. Okay, to ensure that the food is safe, because there are some people that are allergic to so many things. Okay, you can use it will just wow you that some people are allergic to dust. Like me, I'm allergic to dust. Okay, and if I dare take anything that has dust, I'm in trouble. Okay, so implementing proper sanitation procedure is critical, important, cannot be overemphasized. Okay, so let's have that in mind. Then consistent quality. Maintaining your quality is paramount. Okay, and then following your SOP will prevent all these, and it will address the issue of maybe one lapses or the other. SOP is very important. So, and then by following all these steps that we've spoken about, prioritizing them, the quality control, you can ensure that your product retain a flavorful aroma, nutritional value to your products. Okay, so while meeting the highest standard of food safety and safety, right, your consumer will be satisfied with your products. So hope we are all getting along. Hope I'm not confusing anybody.
It's very clear.
Okay, good. So now let's talk about packaging and marketing, right? You do not produce a product for you to have it in your kitchen, isn't it? Your purpose of going into this business, apart from, okay, some of us might be for just home use only, but for those of us that want to go into providing value to the economy, not just providing good products, but at the same time elevating the, one of our core anchor on Misedi is elevating poverty, right? And one of the way we elevate poverty is either through employment, through what we are producing. And while we are doing our production, guess what? We have a lot of people that we will bring out of poverty, like from farmers to producers that are going to be working with you, your production manager, your staffs, all that, all is encompassed, right? So for you to be able to reach out to the market, you need to package your products properly and also market it. So now, as an expert in this thing, we're going to be guiding you through a key consideration such as packaging strategy. Your packaging must be attractive and functional packaging. So when we are now talking about packaging, one of the things we look at is protection, and it is a key when it comes to packaging. You are protecting your products, okay? So packaging must protect the spice from moisture, light, air, which can degrade the flavor and the aroma. So to ensure that we are maintaining the freshness of our product, we consider the use of airtight containers or vacuum sealing, okay, to ensure that we help reduce moisture absorbance into the freshness of your product that you just package. So, and then it must be appealing to your consumers. Yes, it must be appealing to your consumers. And to have your product visible, the packaging should be visibly appealing. Yes, reflecting the quality and the uniqueness of your spice. Think about it. Using vibrant color, eye-catchy design, okay, are part of the things that you will invest in. And then branding and labeling. Strong brand identity, man, it's is a top. Is a top. Okay. Bobo, help me with one of my products. So developing a unique brand name and logo that resonates with your target audience is important. Okay. So clear product information cannot be overemphasized. You must make sure that you include the necessary information in your labeling, in the name of the spice, the range, okay, the range, the weight, dates of best before or when it's produced and when it's going to be expired. Okay, all those things are necessary. For instance, how do you see this? Is it appealing enough? Is it attractive enough? Can I see your comments? So what are they saying, Mrs. Efosa? Because I can't see the
Yes,
comments.
it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, so if you see, so if you make sure that your product is well packaged, because this is a Yaji, and then well packaged and everything, you can see. So if it's not well packaged, it cannot be easily picked on the shelf. Somebody that knows about your product that goes to a shelf, it will just pick it once and for all. It's like Dangote product. You can't find it difficult to pick because you already know the brand, you know the name, you know the color.
All right, glad we are on Spice Production 101 with Mrs. Onome Bridget Bello. She's talked about the different spices business that you can go into in Nigeria. You can go into ginger spice production, which is processing of our spices. She talked about ginger, the health value. She talked about garlic. She just was showing us one of our products, which is the yaji, the pepper. It's a special kind of spicy pepper from the northern part of Nigeria. Is used for grilled meat and what we call suya in Nigeria. She talked about that spice. She talked about um, quality control, and she delved a bit into the farming of those um, crops using the right kind of fertilizers to make it close to what we have as what we call organic. She talked about all that in her session. For the next session that we're going to have with Mrs. Onome Bridget, which we will let you know when she will be coming up again, because we're going to be bringing different experts so we can be touching different areas and your capacity can be built in different areas of agriculture. And we would go not only in agriculture, we'll go to other area of businesses. And at some point, we will have a live clinic, a live business clinic for entrepreneurs. Here we can diagnose what is going on with your business and we can give life solution. We'll come up with experts that will do that. So this is our training, capacity building training plan for 2025 to bring sustainable, innovative job creation through entrepreneurship and looking at one very priority sector in Nigeria, which is the agricultural sector. So today we are on Spice 101 with Mrs. Bridget Onome. At some point, Mrs. Bridget is going to be doing practical spice production training. She will be doing practical spice production training on this platform. So I'm going to open up now for comments. I'm going to open up now for comments. So if you have any question, you can ask your question now. Okay, we have our expert back, Mrs. Bridget Onome Bello. She's going to
So
continue from
sorry.
she's going to continue from where she stopped. She's going to continue from where she stopped. So, Mrs. Bridget, I was just telling our participants for today, our live audience, that at some point on this program, we will be having you do a practical spice production session where you will come with your gadgets and you will show people how to do at least one spice, how to process one spice. So you need to keep up with us. We will be doing this every week. We will be live every Sunday, 7 p.m. West African time, 7 p.m. West African time. We'll be having our live session and we'll be bringing on board different experts in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. I have one of my experts in the US. She is a professor. I can't wait to bring her on board on different opportunities. So Mrs. Bridget Onome is going to be doing practical training and at some time in the course of the year on spice production. This course is just the intro, it's just the basic, it's the 101. So continue, madam.
Okay, thank you so much. So we are also talking about the value chain. Um, I hope we all get the marketing aspects.
Yes, you showed us your one of your packaged products, that's the Yaji product, and you were talking about the importance of having your produce your commodity well package that will cause attraction. You gave example of the Dangote brand and how the brand is very visible, is very distinguished in the market. Yes, except you want to give us more insight into practical ways or what are some packaging materials that we can use. If you want to talk on that before you go into the next aspect of the training, that'll be fine.
Okay, so when we talk about packaging, it ranges from bottles to PET bottles to plastics to pouches. Okay, so and one of the best to me, one of the best way of packaging is pouches. Because number one, you are not scared of running out of containers, running out of bottles. So it's one of the best for me. Thank you. So and let's talk about value addition beyond the basics, and beyond implementing these packaging and marketing strategies. You can effectively reach out to your target audience by building a strong brand presence, successfully market your spice to both local and international, right? So, what other thing that will help the spice to go viral is just beyond the basics. For instance, you're adding value to your products. So, as an expert, I can guide you on how to an innovative way to increase the value of your spices. For instance, creating a unique flavor profile. Like my yaji it's different from other yaji, right? It's different from other pepper sauce, right? So one of the ways that you can make your products unique and stand out is by putting this profile flavors together. Ensure that okay, it has like for instance, some people don't like me. I don't really like MSG, so I prefer natural taste. So one thing I do is I ensure that okay, I don't use MSG in my product, and then what I do, I use natural umami taste products, spices or herbs to enhance the taste of my products. Okay, and it should be convenient for consumers. Okay, pre-made blends offer conveniences for home cook, saving them from time and effort in bringing out all these spices to put them together to cook. But you can just put them together, and then, for instance, curry powder. A lot of people cannot get a quality curry in the market. Like when I did a survey one time, I discovered that majority of the curry sold in the market, if you are not opportune to get the you can't pay for a high quality curry. where you are going to get the substandard is mostly made of turmeric, and then maybe one or two spices just to allow it to have aroma, and then you don't have good quality curry in the market because majority of them are trying to meet up to the standard of the market, so they would rather just use only curry and then with one or two spices to make it have flavor or make it have an aroma, but you're not really having that gram masala curry. So in one of our course, we can teach in one of my courses, I can teach you how to create a very good quality standard premium curry that anybody that uses it will always come back to you. Will always come back to you, and you beat most of the blends in the market, right? So those are one of the things you have to add to your product. If you don't have value to it, nobody will come back to you. So you need to add value. Okay. So and then one other thing you need to also note when trying to reach out is how do I put it? Spice infusion products. Okay, aside having spices or plain spices or curry, you also have value addition. You can develop a value line product on spices. It ranges from spice oil, paste, powder, tea, name it. You can go on and on. You can mention on and on. Okay, so we have range. Even spice, I don't know if some of you have noticed the ginger biscuits. Okay, we have ginger biscuit. Now we have there's one I saw recently, cinnamon bread, right? Those are one of the ways you can incorporate spices in various brands of food. Okay, so another thing is you need to enhance the flavor and the shelf life of your product. So technically, like picking, smoking, fermenting are one of the things that you can use to improve or extend the shelf life of spices. So, and then you mix and premium products. Like my products are premium products. Okay, they are premium products, and you can't. Mrs. Efisa can testify to that our product is one of the best, right? So by applying some of these additional value techniques makes you stand out from every other product spice in the market out there. So with this little point of mine, hope I've not confused you, but rather make it easy for you to understand what it takes to come into the spice business. So I don't know if any of us have questions to ask. I would like to treat it in the next few minutes before our time rounds up. Questions. If you got value, please type value. Let me see your value. Our moderator today, Mrs. Efosa, can we see? Yeah, baby. I'm in class. I'm coming out soon. I'm bored. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was on mute actually. So I have some comments online.
Okay.
So I'm trying to take the comments online. So Okay. I'm trying to take some of the comments online. So, do you sell in bulk quantity?
Okay.
Somebody asking, do you
Yes.
sell in
Okay.
bulk
Yes. We
quantities?
do branding.
Yes.
Yes.
Even
We
as a
sell in bulk quantities. We Hello.
yes, we are with you. We are with
Okay.
you.
Yes, we do bulk quantity. For instance, for those that want to just buy our product and brand it on their own, we do white, which is called white label. We do that also. Yes.
Okay, even as a cooperative also, what we're also doing is trying to get women to produce in clusters, and we're trying to get women to farm in clusters, and we're also trying to get women to produce in clusters. So yes, there is a lot of support for being a member of the cooperative. Somebody say thank you, at Depback Farms, thank you. So somebody says nice. One of the comments says several ranges nice. Um, we have um, Isaiah's fashion online. We have quite a good number of women online today that joined us for this first session. Oh, we have the president of the Nigerian Women in Agricultural Business Cooperative. That is my cooperative. Also, in the person of Lady Grace Titi Fredson, she joined us also. We're glad to have Lady Grace Titi
Good to have
Fredson
you.
online. She is the president of the one of the only women in agricultural business cooperative in Nigeria. We're glad to have her online.
Wow.
Yes, so I am the National Technical Advisor for Nigerian Women in Agricultural Cooperative. We're glad to have her online today. So today is just the intro of our spice production class. We will be doing, we will be having more practical sessions. Um, just today is just to introduce this program, and today also is to let you know some of the things that we will be doing, introduce one of our experts. Next week, we'll be bringing another expert. So the areas we'll be focusing in agriculture is agro-processing, primary production, areas for investment, opportunities in agriculture. We'll also bring in an expert on standardization and compliance in agriculture. So we'll take in the first month, we'll be introducing our different experts into the different areas they will be going. Then we'll now start going deep into the different courses. So I want to thank everyone that joined us online today. Thank you all that joined us online today in the live stream session. And one of these days, we'll bring everybody to be live, and everybody will be on video, and we'll be able to talk to each other. All of us talking to each other and having a live interaction. We're working on that. We're just taking it one step at a time. This is our first time of coming live. So we're taking it one step at a time. But we have a lot in plan for this program coming from Misedi Empowerment Initiative for Africa and Misedi Initiative Cooperative Society. Thank you again, Mrs. Onome Bello. I
It's
call
my
her Bridget.
pleasure. My
She is the CEO of
pleasure.
Denmark Farms. We've been working together for years. She's one of my women. She's one of my partners, and she's one of my support system. And I'm also her support system. Thank you, Bridget. So have a great night, everyone. And next week, Sunday, we will be live 7 p.m. West African time. Join us for primary production. Farming in one cash crop and one annual crop rather. Next week, we are looking at primary production of agriculture, a very interesting area. Thank you, everyone. Bye and have a great evening. Thank you, Bridget.